like what they doing. Look at Tyler Perry. I mean, he's doing a big thing. He has a master distribution, yeah, but he's playing the game because sometimes when you're fighting against thousands of bankers and insurance companies, then you gotta know how to move. Sometimes you gotta give a little, take a little, sell some shares. You gotta play the game somehow. But sometimes you gotta. But as long as you can create enough of a space that you have control of your destiny enough. Hollywood, as an actor, to me, you don't even have, even regular actors, forget black or white, they'll tell you they don't have control of their destiny. That's why they started production companies. George Clooney, Brad Pitt, they started these companies. They wanted to portray the images that they wanted to portray, not what the agents wanted to sell at the time. So
absolutely. What do you think? Because I heard you mention this early in the conversation. What do you think that white people do better than black people when it comes to coming together and working together to get product made and maintaining ownership? What do you feel like they're doing that it seems like we're not doing always?
I think people are they're doing they're strategizing how to make sure we never come up. They're doing a better job at strategizing systematic ways of us to reshuffle the cards.
So you feel like they purposely kind of holding down African Americans?
It's already a fact. This is not this is not a conspiracy theory. This is fact. This is what white men have come forth and a lot of certain conservative white men have come forth and explained. And even if you do your history, how the redlining of housing and all this stuff, if you just do your history, it's systematic racism. The issue that we have with that is it's just strategically planned, but it's not hard to do. You just got to sit down. See, they teach us how to dance while they're sitting and governing. Now I'm sitting. I'm not dancing like as much as I am anymore because I have to understand. I can't dance and. I mean, you can, but that's a lot of work.
Okay, so let me stop you there. So I know you wouldn't purposely try to hold down a community of people, right? Mm-hmm. So that being said, what as African Americans or as just a human being or Israelite or as a person, mm-hmm. What do you think some steps that we should be doing to band together? Like, what are some things that you would want to tell what ought we be doing?
It's simple. Christ said it, but it got misconstrued in religion. He said, love yourself as you love your neighbor as you love yourself. And he was talking only to the Hebrews. So let's just put an example. The Hebrews at the time were from the 12 tribes, and they were tribes that went in slavery. Trying to convince the world that we were tribes, 12 tribes that went in slavery. That's what we're fighting. That's what people are fighting against. It's like this whole blacks are Jews versus whites are Jews. I'm gonna tell you what the of course he would call now. I will
what is it? Is it Nick Cannon?
The guy who buys all my domain names behind me. See, this is what I gotta deal with. He buys all my Watch this. Hold on.
I gotta put some chapstick on.
Bro, did you buy Kingdom Cafe? You own that name too? It's fine. I just need to make sure.
You dropped the ball.
Jay, did you buy the name Kingdom Cafe? I can't hear you. I can't hear you, bro.
You better buy better internet.
This guy's out of his mind. So there's a guy who buys domains names under my see, like that. That's a slick move. There's this guy who everything I say, he buys my domain names. So I'm confronting him on it. He wants me to pay him $5,000 every time I put so he watches my Instagram and buys stuff that I'm about to say.
Oh, that's lame.
Lame as hell. So I just caught him on it. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. It's little things I got to deal with that has nothing to do with dancing. But when you're governing, when white people are taught to govern, the governing structure is Torah. Black people need to learn the Torah. Whether you call yourself an Israelite or not, if you call yourself a Christian, whatever you want to call yourself religious, the whole world is built off the Torah. Law and numbers. Hebrew is a numeric language, and law. Lawyers, accounting, lawyer, we live in law and numbers. That's it. Law, you can't, that's the most thing that has a consistent base in the world is the law and numbers. Our people don't want to move in no law or no code.
Why you say that?
Because we don't. And it's the code we moving in, ain't the righteous code. We don't want to move in the code that runs everything. We want to move in every other code, but the code that runs everything.
And when you say the code that runs everything, you mean Torah?
The Torah runs everything. Your banking system, the way the banking system was set up, the way the law structure is set up in America, the way everything is set up. The fact that you have the word contract or covenant comes from the Torah. Contract or agreement, covenant is an agreement. You can't have an agreement between or a treaty between two nationalities if there's no covenant. That term came from the Torah.
And so you feel white people in America follow the Torah, even if they don't know it's the Torah?
Not all white people in America. You have some people that follow the ways of Rome, which is the Roman Empire, which we're in. You got to really study ideologies and how societies are created, number one. Number two, then you can understand how corporations are created. Then you can understand, what am I dancing in? What am I contributing to? I did all that math. And I think like this daily, like this guy right here, messing with my stuff. That's a governing situation. I got to go put that fire out. I can't say I got to go tell jokes online and I got to go probably stick a lawyer on his tail.
I thought you were about to say I got to go put that fire in his ass. I'm like, oh, Brandon about to shoot somebody. Wait a minute.
I'm saying, but I mean, not today, but I'm saying, I'm joking. No, I'm not shooting nobody, but I'm saying, no, the thing is, it's like, that's not Torah. He's BSing. It's a scheme. That's scheme. That's not the righteous code. So the righteous code would be like, bro, you know, I just bought this domain name. It's one of, you know, but he's sneakily buying my domain names under my. He got a little robot that buys these things. Stupid, but that's what I got to deal with on a daily.
Now, is he buying your domain names because you keep saying stuff on your Instagram?
Something like that.
Oh, well, you might.
I missed a payment or something. I forgot. Like, I got so many domain names that's aligned with Kingdom.
Oh, got you.
I got like 30, 40 domain names. So I'm about to release my coffee brand, Kingdom Coffee.
Nice.
And this nigga, it's Kingdom Cafe. We also have food and whatever. That's a whole other thing. But I'm saying, he bought the damn domain name. This fucking guy. It's annoying. You see what I'm saying? It's stupid. It's so unnecessary. Like, and he's black. And he claims to be an Israelite. That's what I'm talking about. That's not Torah. That's not love. That's stupid. So white people work together.